Basic techniques 2 will be the format. The format will be the f ax plus b. No, this is ax plus b. Okay, it could not be x squared. It could not be x to the power 4, x to the power, no. It's only ax plus b. This is a linear. This is a linear equation. Okay, linear. Ax plus b. Okay, linear. Again, very important. For a, b constant, okay, with a does not equal 0, we have this formula. Please memorize them, okay? Continue. So this is the ax plus b, and will be what? Okay, remember, it's just like x to the power of n, right? But the x power n, but here right now, this is not x. It's not pure x. It's ax. There's a coefficient before x. So if you integrate, it will be 1 over a. 1 over a. No, don't care about b. Okay, we only need 1 over a. This gradient. Okay, 1 over a times the power plus 1 over the power plus 1. You see, it's actually similar to the techniques 1, right? Similar, very similar to techniques 1. Okay, but just the base of this exponent is different. Okay, the base will be linear equation, will be a linear expression. The ax plus b n to the power n plus 1 over n plus 1. For example, this is first you determine whether it's a linear. It's a linear, right? And we can use this formula. So this is ax plus b, a equals 3. So it will be what? The power plus 1 over the power plus 1. So you can see this is 4 will be 5 over 5. Don't forget to times 1 over a. 1 over a is 3, right? So it's times 1 over 3. Times 1 over 3 is actually divided by 3, right? Any question? Times 1 over 3, okay. You can also write the 1 over 3 in the front. If you write 1 over 3 in the front, don't write 3 here, okay? These two are the same. Don't forget plus c, okay? This is the indefinite integral. Second, the e to the power ax plus b dx. Remember, if ex will be the same ex, right? But because this is a linear, okay, don't forget times 1 over a again. So it will be 1 over a e ax plus b plus c. And for example, it will be here, will be the e 3x plus 6. So because this is a 3, is a is a 3, right? So you need to divide it by 3. Divided by 3 means times 1 over 3, okay? Over 3 means divided by 3 means times 1 over 3. Understand? Times over 1 over 3. Next, this is 1 over a. Ln, because ax plus b, this is a. Don't forget it will be 1 over a, okay? Ln ax plus b. For example, if they 1 over 3x plus 5, remember I said whenever you see negative 1, this is not the power plus 1 over power plus 1, because if a negative 1 plus 1, it will be 0. 0 over 0. This is a math error, right? So e equals, don't forget, it's ln. 1 over, it will be ln. Okay, ln, don't forget the absolute value, 3x plus 5 over a, right? Over a, 1 over a. Times 1 over a, it means over a. Okay, 3. Let's see. Next. Cosine ax plus b dx will be 1 over a sine ax plus b plus c. Okay, the same, just 1 over a. Okay, 1 over a times 1 over a. Now you keep the inner part the same, okay, but don't forget to times 1 over a. 1 times 1 over a means divided by this. So this is x over 3. X over 3, this is, don't forget, is actually equals 1 over 3 times x, right? Here, be careful, very careful. Okay, because we said a is the coefficient before x. And now this is 1 over 3 is a. So you divide it by a, you need to put a 1 over 3 on your denominator. Okay, so divided by 1 over 3 plus c. Next, this is still 1 over a, the same. Okay, inner part the same. Okay, inner part don't change. Just don't forget to divide it by a. or times 1 over a. Okay, a is 8, so divided by 8. Next, we're going to go through the integral or trigonometric squares. Okay, the examples. For example, you see the integrate sine square x dx, how to integrate them. We learned the x to the power n, right? Or the ax plus b to the power n. So, but this is the linear equation. Look at that. This is sine x. It's not linear equation. So we cannot just, we don't have any formula for us to integrate it. So how can we do it? We need to use the double angle formulas to reduce the powers and use the f(ax plus b) formula for integration. How to reduce the trig powers? The sine square x equals 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. And cosine square x equals 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. How can we get it from our formula booklet? The double angle identities. We can get sine 2x equals this, right? And then cosine 2x equals this. We can derive it. For example, this is cosine square theta. This is sine square theta. Okay, we use this formula to lower the power, reduce the powers. You can see this cosine 2x. So cosine 2x equals what? 2 cosine square x minus 1, right? First, this minus 1, we can cancel this minus 1, so it will be plus 1 here, plus 1. And then because we want the cosine x as our subject, so you divide it by 2. Over 2. So it will be 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. Okay, understand? If you're still confused, we can use another way to explain. Let me write here. It will be for example, 2 cosine square theta minus 1 equals cosine 2 theta, right? From our formula booklet. Here, cosine 2 theta equals this. And then this is the cosine square x as our subject. So first, we move this 1 to the other side, right? It will be plus 1. So this 1 we can move to the other side. If you move to the other side, remember we said the minus will be plus. So it will be plus 1. Okay? And then because the cosine square x will be the subject, so we both sides we divide it by 2. You can divide it by 2. Now it will be cosine square theta, cosine square x. Okay, and this equals what? It actually equals cosine. It's 1 over 2, right? If I divide it by 2, it means times 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times cosine 2 theta. Cosine 2 theta. And then plus, is 1 over 2. So plus 1 over 2. 1 over 2. Okay, it's here, exactly here. And then the sine square x equals this. You can derive. It's just very similar. Okay. So first, whenever you see the sine square x or cosine square x, you need to lower the power and then use the f(as) plus b formula. Look at that. So let's see this example. If we integrate 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 cosine x, right? Because this equals this, use our formula, and then next, you integrate them separately, right? So it will be 1 over 2x minus 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. Because this is a is 2, right? Times 1 over a. Remember, it's 1 over a sine 2x plus c. Okay. And next, it will be change the cosine square x equals 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. Okay. It will be, let me change this. It will be 1 over 2 x plus 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. 1 over 2 because a, remember this a is 2, right? As plus b, the a is 2. So times 1 over a, don't forget, if this is coefficient, we keep the same. Coefficient keep the same. And times 1 over 2 cosine 2x plus c. Okay, now let's do some practice. I'll practice 2. The basic techniques 2. F ax plus b. Here, look at that. This is what? Linear, right? As long as this is a linear equation, and then you use the f ax plus b. Don't forget to times 1 over a or divided by a. Okay, here. This is the 6x plus 5 to the power 4. So you can see that the a is 6, right? So times 1 over a times 1 over 6 here, 1 over 6. And then this is to the power 4, so power plus 1 over the power plus 1. So 5 over 5 plus c. So you can get this answer. 6 times 5 is 30. So 6x plus 5 to the power 5 over 30 plus c is your answer. Next. Look at that. Whenever you see the 1 over square root, right, you need to change the power, change it to the negative indices, right? And then the coefficient, we can move to the front. So it will be 2 times integral 1 minus 5x, because it is square root, right? Square root will be to the power 1 over 2. And then to the power 1 over 2, you need to move to the numerator, right? From denominator to numerator, you add negative. So negative 1 over 2 dx. And this is a linear, remember? This is ax plus b, right? So the a is the coefficient before x. So we can change this negative 5x. You can move the negative 5x to the front and then 1 end. So negative 5x plus 1. Okay, 1 minus 5x equals negative 5x plus 1 to the power negative 1 over 2. How to do it? Very easy. 2 times, this is a, right? So it's 1 over a. 1 over minus 5 times, this is a power plus 1. Negative 1 over 2 plus 1 will be 1 over 2 over the power plus 1 over 1 over 2. Okay, remember we said over is division, right? Divided by 1 over 2, it means times 2. So this is, we can change it to times 2. Here will be negative. The 2 times 1 over negative 5 will be negative 2 over 5. And this is divided by 1 over 2, means times 2. And then times square root minus 5x plus c, plus 1 plus c. Okay, and then we continue to simplify. Minus 2 over 5 times 2 is 4 over 5. It has this plus c. Done. Next. Here, this question. And let's check. This is a coefficient. Coefficient keep the same, no change. Coefficient is the number before a function. And then this is the ax plus b, right? This is a linear ax plus b. And a is 2, so you times 1 over a is 1 over 2. E 2x plus a, don't change. Here, the a is negative 3, so 1 over times 1 over negative 3, e to the power negative 3x plus c. Done. And then let's simplify. 2 can be cancelled. 1 top, 1 bottom can be cancelled. And then e to the power 2x plus a. Minus times minus is positive, so positive 1 over 3 e to the power negative 3x plus c. Done. Next, the integral of this part, this whole, very easy, right? This is the 3x. Okay, this is 3x minus 5 over 2. This is ax plus b. And then the a, the coefficient keep the same. The a is 3, right? The a is 3. So it times 1 over 3. But this is, you will get negative, right? You will get negative. You get negative because sine 3x equals negative. Don't forget negative. Cosine 3x. Okay? And then the cosine 3x minus this, the a is 3. So times 1 over 3. Sine 3x minus 5 over 2. You just copy it. This is linear, copy it, plus c. Okay, and then later we simplify. 2 times negative 1 over 3 is negative 2 over 3 cosine 3x plus this part plus c. Done. Next. Exam tips, the same, right? We said there are no power quotient rules for integration. We first simplify by multiplying or dividing before integrating. So here we use the binomial theorem to expand it. You can use binomial theorem, right? This is to the power 2. It means 1, 2, 1, right? 1, 2, 1. 1 to 1. The coefficient of Pascal triangle, the Pascal triangle is 1 to 1. Or if you're not familiar, you can use just break the bracket. There are 2 brackets. This is 3 minus 2 sine x, 2 sine x, and then another is still, oh, let me move it a little bit here. This one, okay, continue. So 3x, you times it again, times this the same, and then use distributive law, and then distributive law, and then you add an or. You can easily get 9 minus 12 sine x plus 4 sine square x dx. Okay. Remember we said just now we learning? We don't have the trigonometric that square, right, in our integration. So we need to lower the power. How to lower the power, reduce the power? We apply the double angle, right? Sine square x equals 1 over 2 minus, sine is minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. How to memorize? My tip is easy. Sine, the first letter is S, like small. So you minus a number will be smaller. So sine just 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. For the cosine will be, if it is cosine square x, will be plus. Cosine will be plus, like combine something, you add something, okay? So C, the cosine, the first letter is C, combine, add. So it will be add. But sine will be small, right? The number will be small. The total result will be small, so it's minus. Continue. So we lower power, it will be 1 2 minus 1 over 2 cosine 2x and dx, right? Now let's integrate them separately. Here, this is 2 times 1 over 2. 2 times, we break the bracket, 2 times 1 over 2 is 2, right? 2 times negative 1 over 2 cosine 2x will be minus cosine 2x. This is 9. 9 plus is 2 equals 11. So equals 11 minus 12 sine x minus 2 cosine 2x dx. And continue. We integrate them separately. 11, the constant, will be 11x. We just add x after the constant. And then this minus 12 sine x will be plus 12 cosine x. Remember, minus sign will be plus cosine. Okay. If you don't know, you use a differentiation to check. Cosine x, you differentiate cosine x will be minus sign. Next will be minus 2 times, this is 2x, right? 2x, the ax plus b, this is linear, right? This is times 1 over 2, so times 1 over 2 sine 2x plus c. And then you simplify this 2 to cancel, one top, one bottom, cancel it, and you can get the answer. Next, like this. Here, we do the same, right? We just break this bracket, okay, use the distributive law, and then we can easily get this is 1 plus 4x plus cosine 4x plus cosine square 4x dx, right? Remember our formula, cosine square x equals 1 over 2 plus, right? C as your first letter is to combine, add. So it's 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 cosine 2x. And let's continue. So here we change. There are 2 cosine 4x. So here 2 cosine 4x. And then we lower the power. Cosine square 4x will be 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 because this is a 2x. Okay. If at the beginning is x, it will be double. So at the beginning, this is what? This is 4x. And double it will be ax. So it's called double angle, right? Double angle formula for x. And continue. Next, let's integrate. 1 will be x, right? It's a constant. Constant, we will just add x, okay? And it's 2 cosine 4x will be 2 times, coefficient keep the same, times 1 over 4, because 4x, 4 is the coefficient, right? Before x is ax plus b. So 4 will be 1 over 4, 1 over a, right? 1 over 4. And the sine 4x plus 1 over 2x, 1 over 2x, okay, plus 1 over 2 times 1 over 8, because ax plus b, the a is 8, the 1 over 8 sine ax plus c. And then we simplify it, collecting the like terms, these two together will be 3 over 2x, And then this can be canceled. 1, 2. 1 top, 1 bottom, so you 2 left. So 1 over 2 sine 4x. And this is 1 over 2 times 1 over 8 is 1 over 16. So 16 sine ax plus c. Okay, next. You integrate this is quite easy, right? Because it's ax plus b. And a is 6, so it will be 1 over 6 ln 6x minus 3. Don't forget the absolute value sign, okay? Plus c. Next, if this ax plus b, like this is ax, right? This is ax. You can first step, you can change their order. So it will be negative 2x plus 5, and you can make the 3x at the front. So it will be 3x plus 4, okay? And then let's integrate them separately. It will be 7, coefficient keep the same, and the a is minus 2. So 1 over a, 1 over minus 2, ln, copy, and then minus, this is 5, coefficient keep the same. The a is 3, so 1 over 3 times ln 3x plus 4 plus c. And then we simplify 7 times negative 1 over 2, 1 negative 2 will be negative 7 over 2. And this is 5 times 1 over 3 will be 5 over 3 ln 3x plus 4 plus 3 plus c. Okay, so now we finish our techniques 2. Let's continue.